Hey guys, in today's quick video, I'm going to show you an update on my tomatoes. And yeah, it is almost the middle of December. Can't believe it. But I have tomatoes that are still going strong. Let me show you something. This was today's harvest. A basket full of San Marzanos and some Kellogg's breakfast. In mid-December. This is a first for me. Now the reason is, I have been using this year the tomato hooks that I've been talking about for a year now, and that has given me some extremely long tomato vines. Let's go take a closer look and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So just from the bed level to the top of the trellis is about 7-ish feet, about 7 feet, a little less. So that would only get me a few months worth of growth. And we talked about this. When it gets to the top, you need to cut them off, because what's going to happen is the top of the tomatoes will kind of just bend over and start breaking off. But with the hooks, you're able to extend that growing season indefinitely, depending on your weather. And here we don't get frost typically, if we get frost, until about January, late January, early February. Now, I don't know if I'm going to let them be in here for this long, because it does take up growing space, and I don't have a lot of growing space, so I got to maximize that space. And I know I'll be planting them again in March. But let me show you, try to explain how this is working. So when we first start, and I'm going to be going through this in detail in the spring, so you don't have to worry about it all right now. I just want you to get the basic idea. So instead of growing the plant straight up to the top, well, we do that, but when it reaches the top, we move the hooks over. So this one here has reached the top, right? Several times. It's started back over here and has grown around the structure and up. So what we do is we take each one and move it to the next hook. And if you have to unwind the string, like on this one, I'll have to unwind it once. It now goes to the next one. And then so on and so forth all the way across. And eventually what you have is this, let's say there was one plant in here, and it just winds its way around this entire bed as many times as it needs to until the frost kills it or I take it out. So you can see down here, we have one that starts over here, and it grows around and back up and almost about 1.5 times around this trellis. You can see all of the vines, because we do single stem them. We cut off all the side branches, right? And if you've been with me for any length of time, you know I've showed you how to do that, and I will continue to. But you can see we still have tomatoes coming on. We still have ripe tomatoes, we still have ripening tomatoes, and we still have baby tomatoes and even flowers. The nights are getting colder, so it just depends on the plant, whether or not it keeps producing. But as of right now, I've still got flowers, I'm still shaking them, and they're still turning into baby tomatoes. Now everything grows a lot slower in the winter time, right? So we're not going to get as much growth. But I'm going to guess, and I don't have a flexible type of tape measure, but I'm going to guess that the longest vine I have in here is probably 16 feet. So if you imagine a 16-foot tall trellis, you'd never reach the top of it, but it goes around and around. So I get a 16-foot plant, and I've got about 20 plants in this bed, which is 3 feet by 9 feet. And because of the way we grow them, you can fit a lot more tomatoes in to a smaller space with these hooks.
So I'm editing right now, and I just wanted to break in. I had my mom send me some pictures of the tomatoes that we planted at her house, and we did not grow them vertically. We grew them the normal way in cages or tying up. And this is the outcome of that. It's taking up, this is 2 tomato plants, and it's taking up the same amount of space, if not more, of my space, but she got a lot less tomatoes and a lot more leaves, and that's why we grow them vertically. So I just wanted to put this in here so you would see the difference between growing them the traditional way and growing them vertically with these hooks.
So I know a lot of you have been waiting for these hooks, and I have had my difficulties with that first supplier, but I do have a second supplier. We've been working everything out, and we're just about ready. I think we're gonna be starting pre-orders in January, so not too far off. So just wanna do that quick video as an update. I haven't done a tomato video in quite a while, but you know, when you have a harvest like this in mid-December, that is crazy. So I'm waiting on a couple of more details to be able to put out a video, and I'll hopefully maybe tomorrow get a quick video out about the hooks, about the pre-orders, and kind of how this might go. So definitely be looking for that. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next time.